walked into my boss's office last year, and she had brought a new toaster for the office because she didn't like the one that was there. And I just instinctively, being me, looked at it, and I go, "Oh, you brought a bath bomb to work." And she just kind of stared at me, and then I was like, "I'm okay."
Is that how it was addressed? Just dropped it and moved on.
Not a cry. I'm fine. And then she just kind of like uncomfortably laughed, and then we talked about what I had came into her office for. And she's become even more of my boss and gave me more responsibility in last year, so I didn't do too much damage to her via that.
Yeah, it seems like that's how you climb.
You are a walking HR violation, my man.
You're failing upwards. She didn't know what to do with you, so she had to promote you. You forced her hand.
She was like, "Well, I was gonna fire your ass, but
now you're a problem."
So Shel Silverstein, right? The book Falling Up. That's literally, I feel like, my whole career. I just fumble around and say stupid shit until people are like, "Yeah, give him more responsibility."
I want this guy to represent us.
Yeah, I think they give him more responsibility, assuming that I'll crash and burn, and then I just kind of keep going.
You'll show the haters.
Yeah. I'm going to run in the place. CEO, here I come.
That's all it takes.
That's it right there, baby.
Welcome back to another episode of My Buddy's Backlog. We've got a content-packed episode for you today. I am sitting here fumbling for my words with my buddy Matt.
Hi.
And my buddy Gavin.
What's up?
And welcome, viewers. I know all the words. I am good at podcasting. I didn't forget how all of this works. Not an issue. It's pretty nice out. We've got a kind of a fall air about it today. We were just talking earlier how it was like 69 degrees there for a little bit this morning. It was feeling pretty good. I was enjoying that. How are you feeling today, Matt?
I was nice. I mean, I enjoyed it when I got up, and then it was still humid because it's always fucking humid. But then it slowly got warmer, and my day at work was kind of a nightmare for most of it. So I actually have a headache right now.
Ooh.
But the show must go on.
You're in such good spirits, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you putting on a brave face and not letting, don't let the viewers or the listeners peek behind the curtain.
What I need to know is, have either of you boys gotten your pumpkin spice lattes yet? Because they're back.
I got it this morning.
Did you actually go get one? Day one?
Yeah, my wife and I went day one. It's actually day two. They were out yesterday, so I don't know if I'm a real fan.
They're not those people. You didn't camp out in the Starbucks parking lot.
It was everything I hoped it would be.
Was it? Oh, man. Yeah,
How many will you have in a season? What's your average?
I'll have a few. I don't know, maybe 10, 15. But here's the thing. I use single origin beans that I grind myself every day, and I make my pour over. So, I've paid my dues, damn it. I deserve a dessert coffee from Starbucks. I have no regrets.
Man, all right. That's fair. You're flexing. I mean, you're not just uncultured to the point, it's like you do know good coffee and you're good is what you're saying. Like you deserve to just veg out essentially. I mean, I think they're delicious. Yeah, I think it's fine. And life's about balance, variety. You can't always have the pour over coffee. Pour over coffee seems like such a hassle. How much time does that take every morning when you're setting up your hand ground beans?
Including the cleaning.
Yeah, including the cleaning.
There's almost no cleanup. I mean, I literally rinse my pour over thing in the sink, and I don't even scrub it with soap. Cleaning is less than 30 seconds. Probably takes me 10, 15 minutes, but I take my time. I mean, that's the part of the morning that I look forward to the most. So I might put on a podcast, not this one, and just enjoy brewing my coffee and sitting there and drinking it. So I'm not in a hurry. If I were in a hurry, I wouldn't do pour over.
That's fair. I'm always in a hurry.
My next question: how often you guys cleaning the coffee cup? I know the answer for I think both of you, because I use my coffee mug for 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then it gets washed in the next cycle of the dishwashing. And so then I get another mug down the next morning. So I'm a fresh cup every day guy. And even my my travel mug that I take to work, I fully soap and wash it every day when I get home from work. So it's just clean and sitting there if I need to use it instead of a mug in the morning.
Every day is kind of crazy.
Such a clean boy.
I respect it. That's hype for you. I love that for you, but that's crazy.
I mean, this is coming from the guy who would put perfume on before we worked out, so it kind of makes sense.
Why do you got to call it perfume? That's an attempt to demasculate. You know it's called cologne, Gap.
You really did come after him with the perfume. Did it smell like perfume, or are you just?
I don't know. It smelled pretty good, to be honest.
Aggressive.
With you.
Okay, so I actually laughed today because I changed out of my work shirt into just my home t-shirt and basketball shorts. And then just on the off chance I have to leave this house, every time I put a fresh shirt on, it's 2 spritzes right on my nips of my cologne. Every day. That's where I put it.
Why are you aiming at the nips specifically?
You put it on the shirt.
Well, you guys know, I got that big barrel chest, so, everyone's about nip height if they get too close and get a whiff.
That's fair. It's just a logistics question for you. I do my cologne on my neck. I know some people who do like neck and hand, like on their wrist, but I've never really done it on the clothes. Does it stick well on the clothes? I guess it does. I mean,
sticks fine enough, and I got dainty little sensitive skin, so I just don't put a lot of stuff on there other than like lotion and moisturizer in the morning or whatever, right? But
that's fair. Well, I guess to circle back, a conversation back, I will say I have 2 different answers. I have a work cup that I rinse every time I take it to go fill up. I don't soap and wash it a ton. It's pretty rare because I'm a nasty boy. And then my travel cup, I like inherited. I don't know where I got these cups. Like I didn't buy these, but I inherited like a bunch of travel cups, like single use cups. From somebody, or some party or something. So when I do make a cup on the way to work, I use one of those. I am running low, though, so I might have to go back to using a real cup, and I probably won't wash it all that often, if I'm being honest. But what about you, Gavin, Mr. Pour Over? How often?
I think you probably know the answer.
Is that part of the relaxing process you're looking forward to?
No, doing dishes does not bring me inner peace. I mean, basically never. I don't know. Like, I pour hot water into it every morning, and I don't use cream and sugar. So to me, there's nothing gross about that. But
I'm with you. My work cup. I'm underplaying how little I wash my work cup. It
would definitely change colors, right? Like, that's the thing.
It definitely gets brown on the bottom. I'm not going to deny it.
Well, you sound like you've got strong opinions on coffee. Are you a dark roast or a light roast or a medium? Or like, is there something I don't even know about because I'm too uncultured?
Me?
Yeah. Mr. Pour Over.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of coffee. I guess light roast is my favorite, though. So it's hard to actually find a true light roast. So a lot of coffee shops and stuff, and even Starbucks will advertise a light roast that's actually pretty dark. But if you've ever tried, have you guys ever tried Pour Over at all?
I don't think I have.
I mean, I don't know, probably at some point, but I can't even really picture it. So I guess, yeah, actually I have a buddy who only has Pour Over at his house, and I have tried his. But it was pretty dark. It was not a light coffee.
Well, even with a darker one, it's just like you can get a lot more brightness out of beans with Pour Over. I guess that's why I like it. So, like, a lot of people, including me, like Ethiopian beans because they tend to have like a very fruity, almost blueberry-like taste. And, so those are like super light.
So I'm so like raised on the dirt water that like I don't like when I taste fruit with my coffee.
It's fair. There's a special place in my heart for that too. I mean, that's the thing. I try not to be a coffee snob. I like all coffee. So, like, I'll always get the sludgy coffee at Waffle House. That's been on the burner for
love that
7 hours, and it's just like it's kind of nasty, but it just kind of hits with the hash browns. I don't know.
I'm a big fan.
Smothered,
of Waffle
covered,
House.
And capped. God.
And sludged.
Sludged.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm a fan of some shitty coffee, honestly, personally. I don't really care too much. I mean, I prefer like an Americano, I guess, in general, like than pour like drip coffee in general. But other than that, I really don't taste a big difference. But I definitely taste the difference with the PSL, and I'm gonna pick one up soon. All right, well, with that, I think I'm just going to jump in, let's see, straight into the weekly news, it looks like, on our sheets. So the first thing I've got for this week is, I'm going to butcher this last name, Hayden Panettiere passed away. Panettiere on August 16th at 36. She passed away. She was Carrie in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and also Samantha in Until Dawn. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Kyrie, bro. It's fucking Kyrie.
I was getting
I'm
there.
rubbing my head.
Oh, I was going to say, I almost double prefaced and was like, I'm going to butcher this name too. But then I was like, no, surely I'm not going to mess this one up. That looks, I'm just going to pass it off. Go ahead, Matt. This is your news story. All you.
I bring the news of death. Just R.I.P. in peace. She had a lot of voice roles for like what would have been our childhood. She was like Dot, I believe, in A Bug's Life as well, and several other things, Disney Channel star, but most prominently was Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and then she played Samantha in Until Dawn and the Until Dawn remake, and apparently that's the character that's supposed to be potentially the connection point to Until Dawn 2. So, all the mocap for that should be done because that game comes out next year, so that'll probably be like her last role posthumously. So, just, it's sad.
That sucks. I mean, anybody dying at 36 is like,
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and actually,
That's
she
crazy.
died on the 16th. I think when I saw this and looked it up, I think her birthday was like the 21st or something. So she like died right before her 37th birthday.
I feel like there are also
37,
just so few. I don't know if would you call this an actress or voice actress? I know sometimes they do
Definitely more
mocap,
actress.
sometimes they don't. But I feel like there are so few. Like it's a small industry, so it'll be felt.
She was definitely more of an actress because she had a lot. She was in like one of the Bring It On movies and in the show Heroes and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about she was in the Bring It On movies.
Yeah. So
It's a lot of bummer news right now around that topic. I mean, we also have, as we're recording this, just recently, Dolly Parton passed away in the last few days,
Rip.
which is crazy. Huge loss. The nation is mourning. I literally was watching a TikTok reel right before I got on. That I think it was like the UK, like what is it, the Guard or whatever? Yeah, did perform 9 to 5 in honor of her. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Flags were ordered at half-mast for it here in the U.S. So,
Dang.
it is. It's rough. That's a sad one.
Yeah, that's a sad one.
Yeah.
And then we also, I guess it comes in threes, right? We were just talking about just before we hopped on. We've also got Tim Curry just passed away as well.
Yeah, he passed away today. So, and he was 80 as well. Dolly was 82, but he'd been sick for a good while. But he's just in a lot of movies from our childhood. Anything from Scary Movie to The Clown and It, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, I was looking at his IMDb, and it was pretty crazy. He had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Chancellor Palpatine in the Clone Wars animated show, too. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. There it is. So, but enough about death, huh?
Enough about death. Yeah, it's fair. That is a bummer. Okay, well, let's jump in. I guess this is a very, very hard shift, but I'm very excited to talk about this story. Because we've got a real-life supervillain on the loose. We've got GTA 6 leaks from CyberLeak himself, an unknown entity. I don't know if that's still true or not, if he's still unknown, because it feels like this has been an ongoing story. But the leaks showed a lot of different stuff. Cars being refueled, the strip club, a nudist colony. I actually didn't see any of these leaks. I haven't looked at them. But, I mean, I think the biggest part of this story is the dead man switch, right? And, like, his ongoing negotiations with Rockstar, I guess, and how he was like, they can't take me because I'll release the whole game if they do. I have to check in.
Bro, what is the dead man switch?
Oh, my gosh, Gavin doesn't even know. So hype.
I don't even know if he's negotiating with them. Like, he's got a cryptocurrency, and he was having people pay to vote on what parts of the game he leaked next. So like that's how there was the strip club and this, that, and the other. And he's like confirmed made like $250K off all this. Also, Can we shout out that the fact that his name is CyberLeak, but spelt like the vegetable Leek.
You love to see it.
So, but yeah, so he's got a dead man switch set up. So essentially, apparently, he has uploaded compiled versions of the game to several servers that he has to log into and put a password in every morning. And if he's picked up by the cops. He won't be able to put the password in, and it'll upload it to the servers where people will be able to find it and download the game.
And people don't know where the servers are. This is amazing.
It'll like auto release it. He doesn't check in every day. It's crazy.
He said his main impetus was fueled because of the disc stuff, but not so much like the PlayStation getting rid of disc, but because of Rockstar not putting this game on disc, and them arguing that not putting the game on disc, they did it to like prevent leakers, and then he just immediately has proved that wrong.
Oh, so he's actually just a superhero, not a supervillain. Got it.
Yeah, it's fair, I guess. The dead man switch and everything feels supervillainous to me, but he is on the right side of history, I think.
So I pulled it up. It's 2 paragraphs, so I guess I won't read the whole thing, but Rockstar did respond this morning, essentially saying like, hey, yeah, these are leaks, acknowledging that this is like the real leaks. We're hoping people, you don't watch it, be excited for our game, and just wait and watch the preview tomorrow. The Netflix preview is still airing on the 27th. I guess it would be today when the episode goes live. And then just the whole team is sad and angry, but they know their work is good enough that people are still going to give them bukus of money. They don't say that part, but
yeah,
that's what
poor Rockstar. Oh, I feel so bad.
Exactly.
Won't somebody think of Rockstar? I do think that's a pretty good strategy in response, though, because like I don't really want to see the leaks personally. I mean, I'd rather watch their trailer and like play the game when it comes out. Like, I don't know. And if you do want to see them, it's not. You're probably excited enough that you're going to buy the game anyway. It's like seeing the leaks isn't going to change anything, so it's almost free advertising for them.
Yeah, truthfully, it's one of those things, and like I don't know. I guess today he leaked the entire prologue of the game, so.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, I guess if he leaks the entire game where you can download it, that might affect them somewhat.
Yeah, people were arguing that it was an old build, but then he uploaded a footage of him getting in a car, and the song playing when he got in the car's radio is a song that didn't release until 2025. So it's at least a 2025 build.
So okay, here's what I don't necessarily get. I mean, this is crazy. I love it, but even if it, like, let's say it's a 2025 build or even a 2026 build, I don't see why anyone would want to play that when it's not even going to have a day one patch. And it might be like even several versions behind the version that releases. And games these days don't release in a very playable state, I feel like. So I don't know. That's kind of weird to me.
I don't think it's a release it to play it from the enjoyment of playing a game. I think it's literally to spoil shit on the internet and make the people who created it sad.
I gotcha.
I don't know. You don't think there'll be? I mean, there's a lot of people who will watch movies, but they're like straight camera rips from a theater with people walking around and talking in front of it, and like people do it to save the money of buying the tickets.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that is true.
I almost don't put it past people to be like, yeah, it's fine. It's pretty much the same game. But honestly, like torrenting games and it's like a lot harder, I feel like, than like there's a lot more steps than movies and TV shows and stuff. So like maybe that protects them somewhat. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I'm excited to see the trailer. I don't like that it's a Netflix exclusive, but I mean it's not that big a deal. It's just a trailer, so. I guess moving on, the next thing on our list is Stray Dog, which is a Souls-like game where you play as a dog. I don't want to butcher another name. I feel like I've only read this Dark Souls character's name, so does one of you guys want to say...
Oh, you got it. You got it. It's like it sounds.
Okay, Sif?
Yep.
Essentially Sif from Dark Souls 1.
I really was hoping you were going to say Sif.
I thought about Sif. I did. I considered it. But
I mean, that's as far as we know. Like, it's also a Japanese game, right? So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's ever come out and officially said this is how you pronounce names in the Dark Souls universe.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days ago. I texted Gavin and was like, "Stop whatever you're doing and watch the trailer for this game."
Yeah, Ryan, did you watch the trailer?
I watched it, right before we got on. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It seems like one of those more like kind of in-engine footage, not really in-game. So I'm not holding my breath on it, but I love the concept.
Yeah, just looked fun.
The concept is fun. It's really odd. I mean, like, I I guess it does seem interesting. It's almost like Stray or something. Like, I wonder if they'll put a bunch of effort into the quadruped physics of walking around as a dog and not as a human. But I don't know. It is at least unique.
Who's the developer, Matt?
Oh, I got no clue.
Yeah.
I just saw dog with sword in mouth and said, yeah, Gavin needs to know that this exists.
It's also interesting. The subtitle of this game is "Nobody Cares." Stray Dog : Nobody Cares.
That's weird. You're right.
It looks like it's made by Perry Frame Studio.
Okay.
I don't know if they have
wearing the inspiration on their nose then. Let's see.
Yeah, they have another game out called Crimson Oath, it looks like, but I mean, it doesn't look like it was like a blockbuster. I mean, it has a very positive reviews, and it has like 740 on Steam, it looks like. But
okay.
It just looks Souls-likey. That's fun, though.
Cool.
Let's see. Okay, this is a pretty big one. Blood of the Dawnwalker supposedly will have a day 1 60 FPS patch, which...
Yeah, for consoles,
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, there was just a news story. People were kind of getting pissy about it because they revealed like a 30 FPS, I think, quality or visual mode, and then a 45 FPS mode or something like that. But there wasn't going to be a 60 FPS mode, and it's like every time I got online, I was seeing something about it. And then yesterday, they put out a note that there will be a 60 FPS patch on day 1. So I don't know if that's just because people complained enough or what, but it
seems wild
like
to not have that by default. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It also doesn't bode well for how well the game scales to PS5 Pro and then the PC port as well. Like if your base version is 30 or 40 FPS in this era, I mean, people even in UE5, which I think this game is UE5, is that right?
I'm not sure.
People are consistently putting out 60 FPS games, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
that is weird. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like, I mean, by default we should have a 60 FPS lower res mode on all the consoles, like in 2026. I don't know. We're
replace all the characters with triangles, just whatever it takes.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I would love that. If they could get to 61 FPS, you can delete everything.
When games do the like arachnophobia mode, and it just turns like the spiders into giant circles walking towards you.
Or like kittens or something. Yeah, like I've seen that in a couple different ones. It's weird. That became like a trend almost for a little bit, having an arachnophobia mode.
Yeah.
The next news article on here, I don't really know a ton about either of these games, but Tides of Annihilation had some more gameplay shown, as well as Black Myth Zhong Kuai.
You get a pass on that one because I wouldn't know how to say it either.
Okay, good. I thought you were about to roast me when you said dude. I didn't. I was pretty scared.
Black Myth, I think they gave 15 minutes of gameplay and stuff, and they had done that with the first game, Wukong, before it came out, and it looks like pretty good. It looks good. I think it actually looks more fun already. And then Tides of Annihilation, if y'all haven't been keeping up that one looks really good. Like a very action Devil May Cry-esque game, but not focused on the combos, just that kind of fast-paced combat. But your character is like blessed by King Arthur, and you like control like ghost versions additionally of like all of like his knights as well. So, and there's like Odin riding Selfnir in there at one point in one of the trailers and stuff. It looks real cool.
This does look
and it's
hype.
It's in like a dilapidated London. So
that's crazy. Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic London, but like in the Legends of King Arthur, like is what it's all based in. That seems crazy. Like I guess
it's got pretty girls.
This girl is pretty. That's true.
God, they finally made a female protagonist that looked like a normal woman.
This is wild looking. This is also like Godzilla-esque with these giant monsters. Like I don't. It's like a mecha almost. I don't know. Kaiju, King Arthur, apocalyptic. That's quite a mix.
Cautiously hyped for this game.
I was about to say it has the potential to maybe bite off more than it can chew. Eclipse Glow Games is the developer. I don't know what they've done before.
Yeah, I don't either.
Cool.
So what's new with this Black Myth, the new game? Is this a direct sequel to Black Myth Wukong?
So I think Black Myth is going to be their title, and then the sub name is going to be like the god or the legend from
different
like
myths.
Chinese mythos they're going to follow. So they're following that character. Gotcha. And it just, I think it shows some combat, and like it shows more of like his like magic using some fire spells and some stuff like that. There's probably better terms for that, but yeah, it just looks pretty cool. So, and hopefully they learned some lessons from some of the complaints with the first game. Right.
Well, what were some of the complaints with the first game? I didn't really track it that closely. I mean,
it's just very boss heavy, and it came across like it was only a boss rush game. But after I went back and like fully played it and everything, it does have a lot of like, not a ton of enemy variety, but it does have like areas you work through and stuff. I mean, it's definitely not got as like much of an enemy variety, especially as like an Elden Ring or anything like that. But it's more linear, closer to a Souls game anyway. Anyways,
I really thought it was very boss rushy. I didn't play it, but that was my impression as well. Like I definitely had kind of came away with that feeling. So,
but those are definitely the highlights. There's no like area, like in Dark Souls you talk about areas more, not necessarily more. You talk about bosses a lot, right? But like we'll talk about just Sin's Fortress in what it is and the stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I would be like, let's talk about the area in Black Myth Wukong.
I feel like that's kind of sorely missing from a lot of the Souls-likes.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I could see that. I don't know. I guess my mind with like elite tier Souls-like goes to Lies of P, and I think it had good areas, but I don't know like other Souls-like that were lacking. And I don't know other big name Souls likes, I guess, that come to mind directly. Like, do you have an example you're thinking of, Gavin? Neo, yeah, that makes sense.
Of other games that had really high quality levels?
I was thinking that didn't have good levels. Souls like that were lacking in that department. But
Lords of the Fallen honestly did okay with the dual traversal thing, depending on how you feel about that. I don't know. I agree. Like Lies of P is really good, but I can't like think of any areas offhand where I'm like, yeah, that really remember that level. So I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean,
even as much as I loved first Berserker Kazan, but the levels aren't what it is. The boss fights are just really good, and the combat's really fun in that game.
Yeah, that game looks hard, dude. I was watching somebody Twitch stream it the other day, and I was like, this is crazy how long you have to fight this boss for and, like, do a great job, like, the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to give up on that game several times. Pretty much the last, like, 5 bosses, I would die for, like, hours and be like, I'm going to have to stop. And then I would beat them and get to the next one. It would be the same thing.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't end up giving it a shot. I might have to circle back to that one. I guess moving on, next on the list, I've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. The beta happened, as well as Gears of War E-Day, and the story seems to be kind of the same here on both of them. The betas happened. Both were apparently good. Gears is still Gears from what you said. I actually haven't seen really. I haven't dug into any of this information. What was your takeaway? I think you wrote this one, right, Matt?
Yeah, it just looks like, I mean, you can grab your Nasher and wall bounce and blow people apart, or you can kind of try and play a little bit. It's got a little bit of a better cover system and some more stuff like that. So it's definitely developed more like that. I guess it's got more traversal from, like, you can climb up ladders and get, like, the high ground in some cases, and you just a little more with the variety, I think, on the maps, stuff like that too. So, but the Gears community seemed to really enjoy it, and it's exactly what Gears is supposed to be.
This is crazy.
A lot of multiplayer games, like just multiplayer games, have really changed a lot since like Gears multiplayer was big, from the battle royale perspective or whatever, right? So it just doesn't seem like they seems like they kept the core like Gears thing in mind.
I love that. That's super hype, because that's what I want. Is I want that multiplayer, like PvP, like the traditional what they used to do, but I also want a horde mode. I'm looking at right now, there's a Steam page for this, and it says it releases on October 6th. I thought this was a Xbox console only exclusive. Is it not?
No, I guess maybe it's not.
I thought it.
Sure. I just know it's not coming to PlayStation. So.
Yeah, damn, that sucks. So it looks good.
Wait, what did you say, Matt? Oh,
I just know for sure it's not coming to PlayStation because there's the rumors swirling or whatever that the build's completely done and they scrapped it because of not wanting to give games to PlayStation. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was just watching something about that, how like they didn't have a contract in place. Like with like Campaign Evolved, Halo, like they still had to release that, but they've kind of swapped gears on them and they're not wanting to like we said, like I think that's going to be the only Xbox game to release on PlayStation, the only Halo, because they made that contract and then they kind of swapped gears on us. But I keep saying gears. I don't mean that ironically, I guess, with Gears of War, but that's cool that it's coming to Steam though. I'll probably pick that up if that's the case because I was pretty excited about the Horde mode and multiplayer, and then I thought it was console exclusive and got bummed out. Also on this list we've got the COD multiplayer. Like I said, you said it seems to have toned down some of the silliness. Does that mean they've taken out the Bugs Bunny skins and Master Chief skins and whatever else?
Yeah, and I didn't see anybody with like a fucking unicorn shooting rainbows out of its ass for its gun. There's still like takedowns, but also there's like the finisher. Most of the finishers take like 30 seconds in all the new games because you use something crazy, and it was like literally just like your person run up behind them, tapping, like pulling their shoulder, turning them around, and putting their pistol to their head, and just blowing their brains out, and then just taking off running. Like the movement and it just being more closer to like the Black Ops 2-3 time frame multiplayer.
Nice.
Versus it being just this bombastic silliness. Let's see how many licenses we can shove in this game. Fucking Beavis and Butthead running around. But all of that will change as the game's out and they announce skins, probably. So. Yeah,
probably, right. They'll get a battle pass going and they'll start getting everybody's money, like extorting players, pretty much. Not really, but it feels like it'll probably be pretty heavily monetized. I don't know. Maybe it's a Black Ops thing versus Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 3 was forever ago, right? Is this the first?
Yeah.
Is this Infinity Ward again?
It may be. I can't remember. I know everybody's been ragging on it because Captain Pierce is back in this, but they tried to make him, I guess, look tired, and his hair looks like fried. It's hilarious if you Google the character model for Pierce from that beta. He looks so funny, and they already have addressed it. They're like, we're gonna fix it.
I love that. Oh my gosh, he looks like Andrew Tate or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Everybody
like when he's getting arrested.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And I think it's Captain Price. I'm shooting back only because I got so much shade at the beginning on the name.
What did I say?
Pierce.
Oh, okay. Price. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't. Easy mistake.
It's not written there.
I'm not a COD head, so I'm not really coming for you. I just had to take a stab. But anyways, yeah. So that'll be interesting. I don't know that I'm going to pick up Modern Warfare 4, but that's fun for the people who are big Call of Duty enjoyers. That looks different than the multi-directional movement and everything. So we'll see how that goes.
If you write us an email at my.buddies.backlog@gmail.com and say you're picking it up, Ryan will pick it up. That'll be enough influence.
Oh, I literally will. If anybody emails the podcast and wants to play multiplayer, I will buy it to play it. Don't don't get it twisted. It's not even a joke.
Yeah, we're early enough in our fame that you can be on the ground floor of friendship with us.
I'm not even asking for anything. You don't have to subscribe to our Patreon. You don't have to do anything. I'll just hang out with you for free. It's cool. No, I'm a slave to the zeitgeist in multiplayer games. I would love that. But going a different direction, another Souls-like single-player experience that I really wasn't tracking that closely, but Mortal Shell 2 is looking pretty good, getting a lot of hype. I have been seeing a lot about this game. A lot of streamers playing it, people hyping it up and talking about all the systems. Like, it looks pretty cool. Have you guys seen anything about it?
Yeah, I've been seeing stuff everywhere. I mean, the general consensus is it's a good game and significantly better than the first game to a lot of people. And the first game is like kind of notoriously very fucking difficult.
I feel like I was seeing this one looks hard too.
So
really?
Well, I'm not saying this is easy, but
I was seeing some people saying like they think they might have gone too far the other way, like they didn't struggle with any of the bosses. But I don't know. It looks really, really good.
It does look good. I've got it sitting on the table, but I'm not touching it because of the whole PlayStation blackout thing right now. So holding firm.
Wait,
that's wild.
Remind me what the blackout is. It's like a
just not.
Oh my gosh, we've got a scab in our midst. He doesn't even know.
I happen to have not turned my PlayStation on in the last 2 weeks, but please
we're
continue.
so back. No, you're one of us.
Yeah.
You're back.
Like the 23rd through the 31st of August, it's a full blackout. If you're gonna get on your PlayStation, take it off of the internet. Don't let it connect. Don't let them see you ping PlayStation Network.
Hell yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're protesting the death of physical media, right?
So I've been playing. I've been playing Switch, and actually I've been playing PlayStation 2, but obviously that's not on the fucking internet. So
this feels like a good. I don't know. I guess I should wait until the what we've been playing section to talk about it. But Matt's very serious about it because I was like, oh, you're going to talk about this one game during the section. It'd be great if you'd record some gameplay. And then I can post it on like the social media. And he was like, nope, I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's during the blackout. I could do it next week. I could record some. I was like, I need 2 minutes of content.
Hell yeah. And, standing strong. I appreciate it.
He stands strong. I respect it. Yeah.
Can't be the guy breaking the picket line, man.
That's fair. I didn't boot I have it too. And I didn't, or I have the PS5 and I didn't boot it up. Although I am curious, can you claim your PS Plus games on like September 1st, or did I miss my window to claim my games and not?
I think the games run from the middle of the month actually to the middle of the next month. I don't think they run like 1st to 30th or whatever.
I do want to grab Big Walk. That's kind of a crazy drop on PS Plus, it feels like.
Yeah.
But anyways, good on you, Matt. We're going to talk about it more in the what we've been playing section when I can complain harder. But for now, let's jump into the next news article, which I'm going to hand off to you guys almost immediately because I haven't done enough of my research. But the Duskbloods closed and open networking testing has happened. And honestly, I'll just leave that up to one of you guys if you want to jump in and take it. Because like I've looked through the article that's linked here, but I haven't watched enough gameplay to really have a great like understanding of everything. I feel like
you've got to watch the gameplay footage they put out. Like there's like a full run that they recorded. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's the weirdest game I've ever seen. It's so weird. I don't know. It's like I can't even explain to you kind of what's happening. Like you have to see it. Like,
well, I saw the 8-person free for all, and that like I haven't watched enough gameplay. I guess like on paper, I feel like I understood it.
It's like shit like you like parry an enemy and then like suck their blood, and then like now they're your like follower or whatever. You can summon them. It's just like weird mechanics
I'm definitely,
like that.
I'm glad I didn't claim to know too much because that's crazy. Oh yeah, I'm seeing here this sniper Layla. She can turn into insects.
It's I don't know, it is wild looking. It's got like triple jump and some crazy more traversal, but you're like kind of incentivized to work together a bit more until closer to the end of the matches. I mean, you can fight each other, but it seems borderline pointless.
I just want to play the Senator so bad and turn into the dinosaur.
The dinosaur is crazy. Cool. I'm realizing I didn't read far enough in this document because I read Albert and I was like, okay, dual saber, submachine gun, sure. Bloodhand Jan, axe, and pyromancy. Okay, so it's just classes, and I moved on. I didn't read the rest of the things. And now I'm seeing turn into a dinosaur, can turn into insects. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you're a Bloodsworn, and right now I think there's these 6 characters. I think that's everyone. I don't know if there's going to be like 2 more at launch, or I'm sure they're going to add more later, right? Because they even added more to Night Rain. But yeah, so Albert is the guy we've seen the most in a lot of the promotional stuff, or that they kind of revealed. I mean, I guess he's like the first character we saw in one of the trailers, I think. But we saw Zork as well. We'll get there. Yeah, saber, submachine gun, and then Bloodhand Jan, axe, and pyromancy. And then it starts to go off the rails immediately. We got the Senator. Rapier can summon ghosts and stuff, and then also can turn into a like raptor.
Yeah, and like bite someone in the head. It's like very brief.
And then there's this, was that Trang Lan? They have like a ring blade, like the chakrams that you throw back and forth. And they can turn invisible, and then they can summon a giant snake. And then there's Sniper Layla, who has a dagger and Gasp, a sniper rifle, and can turn into like insects to dash and shift around and all that kind of stuff. And I think they can like go insect mode and pull a giant Gatling gun out of their chest as like their ult or some shit. I don't know.
The sniper can pull a Gatling gun out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there is apparently Miyazaki's favorite from what you had seen, Gavin. There is Zork. He is in an old school diving like heavy outfit. So he's like definitely the tank. He uses an electric undersea cable.
You gotta look at a picture of Zork, Ryan, / weapon.
Okay.
He has a spear gun, and he's the person in the trailer that everyone's like, does that dude have a fucking jetpack? Well, kind of. It's his missiles on his back, but he can also use them to propel himself into people.
Oh my gosh. These pictures I'm looking at as you're saying this are crazy. Like Zork is what do you call it when you shoot the mortars? He's like mortaring people from across the way in a Bloodborne style arena. This game looks insane, and he looks like a big daddy with his big diver suit.
Yeah.
The Zorkinate memes are already in full effect.
Yeah.
This is
so yeah, it looks like movement-wise that it's pretty fast-paced, and then it's about 30 minutes a match, which I think is kind of on par with Night Rain, right, Gavin? Night Rain might have been a little longer, actually.
Night Rain's usually about 40, 45.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But, like, it's weird, though, because apparently you can have matches in which there's no PvP. Some matches, like, it's guaranteed at the very end. So I guess the basic structure is that I think there are 3 rounds, or maybe it was 4 rounds. But anyways, after 1 round, or maybe it's 2, they get rid of the worst 2 people in the game, the people who have the least amount of it's like a currency called influence that you get by fighting enemies, doing quests, things like that. But anyways, they literally kick you from the match after a couple rounds if you're like at the bottom 2 of 8, and then they do that again and get rid of, I guess, like the next next 3 people, and then at the end there's only 3 people left, and there can be like a co-op final objective like killing a boss, but I think most of the time it's like a PvP deathmatch in a like a tight like a fixed arena, so kind of like a battle royale type thing. But throughout the like basic rounds, I think it's kind of like you're not really incentivized to grief people, because you don't just get anything from just like random like show up on somebody and just try to take their shit. Like you can't really do that. I think it's more like you might have there's events and things, like you might have a nemesis, and it's like, okay, if you do kill this one guy, then you get a certain amount of influence. But the point is, I think you only really engage in PvP for the rewards, and so
you like die. You like when you die, you don't lose influence. You get to respawn. So there's no incentive for me to like, if we're all 3 playing, for one of us to just kill each other out of the game, be like, haha, you're out of the game, and that kind of stuff. So it's interesting.
That is an interesting take, yeah. Unlike a battle royale or extraction shooter or something, I do kind of like that, because it's like, I don't know, that always is the worst when you spend time like leveling up or looting up or whatever and then get killed. This kind of is a totally different approach on that. So
yeah,
that's cool.
What I'm unclear on is like, is there going to be any kind of single player offline mode? It kind of seems like no, but they haven't, as far as I know, at least haven't explicitly confirmed it. I think it'd be really cool if you could just play with bots for the inevitable when FromSoft gives up on this game in a few months or however long, and the balance is terrible, and it's Nintendo only. Like I just don't know how much like the multiplayer has like life in it.
So are we thinking
Miyazaki from this source, which is just a picture on Reddit that I don't know, but no, this is an actual web. It links to a website. So it looks like Miyazaki did confirm there will be a single player mode, but it's intended to be a very minimal experience for when they're doing like when online play is unavailable, such as during server maintenance. Specifically, it includes character customization, practice in the courtyard and simulated 8-player battles, which sounds like bot mode, right? Like unless it's just like a battle
that
instead of like playing the whole game. I don't know.
It's probably a battle, I bet. I would almost bet it's a battle and not going into an actual match. Like just all the characters are there and you're fighting.
And you just fight them instead of doing an actual, like bot match. Well, that would be kind of a bummer. But it does, so it did say, I guess, specifically very minimal, so maybe.
The question is, assuming you don't get it before the price goes up in 4 days from recording, 5 days,
when the price of the game goes from $500 to $550.
Yeah, so console goes up, and then the game we got was it $500, and then $550 or $560, I guess, or whatever we want to say, and then I guess you can play a game like this with the Switch Joy-Cons, but if you want to get a Switch Pro controller, that's another $80, so you're
I've got a
$600 mark.
I have a collector friend who could maybe let me borrow a controller,
Very true.
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Switch 1 Pro controllers do work on the Switch 2. You just can't turn the Switch 2 on and off with them and stuff. Otherwise, all their functionality's there. So.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because the Pro controller is supposed to be really nice for PC gaming and stuff too, right?
It's just a nice controller. Even the Switch 1 controller is a nice controller.
I don't know. I'm going to make up my mind, I guess, in a couple days, but I'm just not convinced that the multiplayer is going to have longevity, and it could go either way, right? It could be a big breakout hit.
It's a bad time for them to do this following up Night Rain, which their support really wasn't the best for.
That is true.
That's the thing, to do a multiplayer game that you didn't really support the best with another multiplayer game that's a console exclusive, which means the people playing it and the engagement's gonna just be lower by default because the audience, right?
Yeah,
is the justification right? Has Nintendo paid you to really support it hard for a year at least? I don't know.
Well, but the thing is this is Miyazaki's pet game. It's he had this idea, he wanted to make this game, unlike Night Rain, where it was just we let some junior devs do an asset flip so they could get experience leading a game. Night Rain turned out to be a very, very good asset flip, don't get me wrong, but I'm hoping that this is a bit more of a premium experience than Night Rain.
Yeah. I think I've made my mind up. I think I'm buying a Switch 2. I'm going to have one by next week. Yeah, there's several things. There's several reasons, though. I want to get The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. I want to get Orbitals, which is the anime, graphic styled, It Takes Two kind of adventure. I want to play that with my buddy. I want to play Duskbloods. I probably want to play Star Fox, but this is a lot of ambition for a guy who doesn't make it through a lot of video games. But I do want to play the Duskbloods multiplayer, so I'm pretty sold. I think I'm going to buy it. Next week, check in with me. We'll be good.
Oh, man.
But,
Okay.
Does that change things? Get on board.
I don't know. Maybe all it takes is one day of you guys talking about playing it, and I'll probably crack. So I might as well just do it before then. So yeah,
I was about to say I'll end up getting the game because I already have a Switch 2, right?
Yeah,
and I'm the Nintendo head. So
I also feel it's kind of like an investment almost. It's going to go up in price. So if Duskbloods is terrible, you could sell your Switch 2 for maybe more than you bought it for because the Switch 2 is going up in price. I don't know.
I was thinking about that. I don't think you would make money off of it, but the Nintendo.
No, but it's
stuff tends to hold its value.
You could sell
right?
it for the. Yeah.
So if I just. Yeah, played Ocarina of Time remake, played this, whatever, and then in 6 months, maybe I could get a decent amount for it. So,
yeah, if you get $300 or $400 back or something, it'd be like you paid a rental cost almost to be able to play, the games you want to play. So, not the end of the world.
The thing people don't bring up enough about the Switch though is it is a money sink. You're gonna want a bajillion different little accessories because okay, now you kind of want a travel bag for it, and now you want a case that's more for your backpack and different Joy-Cons, grips, things like that, controllers.
Yeah. I did swear to myself I was not going to buy a Switch 2 ever because the Switch 1, for me personally, my experience was all money spent, no games played. All I did was buy stuff and buy cases and buy ports of because you can't get your PC like, I already own games on Steam, but I'm like, gosh, it'd be so cool in a handheld form factor.
Yep.
So I'd buy it on the Switch and then not want to play through it to get back to where I was in my save, or like, I don't know. I just never ended up using my Switch One enough. But disregard all that. I'm sure it'll be different this time. I'm sure it'll be different this time. Yeah.
Sure it will.
Cool. Well, you're going to have to update us, Gavin, next week at the latest, but I can't wait to hear if you're going to get it or not. It'll be exciting. I guess we're doing the gamut of consoles right now. Xbox has got some pretty exciting news. I guess they're firing back kind of on the PlayStation Sony killing of physical media. They've announced that they're launching their disc to digital program, launching in just a few days, August 31st, 2026. With thousands of titles right away, Xbox One and X to start, plans to expand to the 360 and Xbox Original. I didn't even realize it's crazy. That's very cool.
So I don't know if it's a slap back necessarily. There'd been rumors of this going on for a while, but it does feel like it, and it also is one of those things because Sony's a bunch of little cuck beta bitches that sent out the day before this little blackout started, they sent out a reminder to everyone with PSN accounts, just essentially reminding people that you are just essentially on a loaner license when you buy software digitally and that you don't own the game. So it felt very distasteful. It was probably an email set up months ago or whatever, but it just happened to fall like the day or 2 days before this blackout started. And then to have today, this was breaking news. Xbox announced that their disc to digital thing is real. It's exclusively going into like access for the Xbox insiders. I don't even know how you become a part of that program. But yeah, and then it's going to have thousands of titles right out of the gate. I'm not one, actually.
I'm seeing. I admit, I went right past that Xbox insiders. I didn't see that. What does that mean?
It's some kind of special group.
I guess that's just for like the previews. You don't have to be one for the program in general. I thought it was saying
just to start. So the way to think it'll work is from what they've revealed so far, there'll probably be more that comes out this week. Is you put your disc in, and then you get access to a Play Anywhere digital copy. For PC and Xbox Cloud Gaming is specifically what I saw said, so it didn't say that you necessarily got a like native Xbox download of the digital copy of the game. So I don't know how that works.
Oh, so for an Xbox game, you just get an entitlement to the cloud version?
I think that's what it is. You would get an entitlement after you put your disc in once, but there's apparently an identifier, and if you sell your game or it's no longer yours, it will take that entitlement away. I'm sure there's actually just like a check that's going to end up happening where they're going to reveal like, every like 30 days, if you're still playing the same game in 30 days, you're going to have to like pop the disc in long enough for the check, and then you can play for 30 days without the game, which I don't know how there's an identifier on a disc. I guess I need to look into that and understand that.
Interesting. Right? Yeah. What is it about it that?
But it's probably like once it. Yeah, it's probably like when you put it in an Xbox, it links it to like a Microsoft account or whatever. And when you're playing, I don't know. From googling this, it looks like it says, or not even Google. Yeah, on the Xbox page,
discs.
It said, probably so. Honestly, it does say. It looks like on this Xbox article, it says that it's for both, including the Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Gaming where supported. And the Play Anywhere says it lets you buy the digital game once and play it on your Xbox console, Windows PC, and supported gaming handhelds.
Okay.
So maybe it does. That's pretty cool, honestly. I mean, if you could...
Yeah, mid-September we'll have a lot more of the details, but regardless, it's something in the right direction.
For sure. That's awesome.
But I was thinking about this when I was reading it before the show. Is it in the right direction, though? It's it's pro-consumer. I love that. But it is feels like they are stepping towards like a digital-only, like next generation. They're just trying to be more friendly about it and more consumer. Because if they're like...
That's the thing. It's like right now it's... Not only is it not... It's like negative consumer, whatever that is, not pro-consumer to get rid of discs and only have a temporary... quote, temporary license to own shit. But if they're figuring out a way to like at least let you own the digital versions of stuff, if they're going to have and the thing is like
make it transferable too, actually. Yeah, that's true.
And if their account stuff is so good, I can put my Xbox X Series X games in my Xbox Series X get my digital entitlement. And then if the new console comes out and doesn't have a disc drive, I still have my digital entitlement so I can go download the game again from my library.
Yeah.
My previous gen title, because I've gotten my digital entitlement locked in.
I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, a couple of the issues, the big issues.
So,
I mean,
it's not like my perfect world, but it's a lot better than the bleak shit that everything has been looking like the last couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality is that, like, we're going to go digital either way. It's just how do we do that in the most consumer-friendly way possible? Because, I mean, a lot of games don't even fit on discs anymore, and even then, a lot of games aren't playable, the version that ships on the disc.
Right.
Yeah, and like, they've got to start doing something because the legislation stuff's going to catch up. There's going to be lawsuits that some they're going to win, some they're going to lose really bad. I mean, right? Hell, Apple, like I think we probably joked about it on here. We at least talked amongst ourselves. Like, Apple didn't fucking win getting to keep their proprietary charging ports. They finally had to give that up. Nintendo has lost not being able to put swappable batteries in their consoles in the UK, right? So
did they?
Yeah.
So does that mean the Switch 2 you can swap the batteries, or like next time they have a console?
Still think it's just UK. So they're like stopping sale of new Switch 1s because they don't want to make a new version of it with swappable batteries for the like UK.
That's
interesting.
Wild.
Yeah.
Are they, but like the Switch 2 UK edition, you can swap the batteries, or they're not producing them there? Switch 2 is there either.
Once that goes into effect, yeah, they will. They're just going to have to alter the design to allow it. Now, I don't know if they're going to bring that to like the mass market or just keep that exclusive to.
Right. That's a good piece of legislation. Guess, we really need that because like batteries are like the limiting factor for a lot of this stuff, you know. Like, and then we just end up throwing out so much silicon, so much hardware that could be salvaged.
Yeah. So
that's cool. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's it for the news. At least all the entries we have on the list. So we think we can move into the what are we playing, what are we hyped for section. What you got, Matt? What have you been up to?
Yeah, so obviously I'm partaking in the little PlayStation blackout. So I had to grind out a couple of things before that started. So I finished up my. I think last we talked, I finished up my SpongeBob Power Washing Simulator Adventures, and I went ahead and hopped in and finished up the Final Fantasy VII one as well. So I got that done.
This is what I wanted to talk about in the previous section, because how good would it be for our social medias to have Matt cleaning Cloud's bike, you know, and that's just the background, and then we can talk. I could put the audio over it, but he was like, no, I'm not a scab. I will not be booting up the PlayStation to get you the footage. So I bought Power Wash Simulator for PC and the SpongeBob DLC so I can record some primo content for this week. So Matt owes me $20. I'll move on. It's cool.
That's how that works.
Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
No,
I just had to get on my soapbox.
Yeah, Ryan's walking the walk over here, man.
I'm spending money to support this blackout. So really, I'm one of the leaders of this movement.
Oh, okay. We'll send them your way then. And then because I'm playing the Metal Gear Solid games or whatever through the collection or whatever, I was right at the tail end of Metal Gear Solid 2, so I booted it up and I was like, oh, I'm like right at the final boss from my understanding. 2.5 hours later, I beat the game. What a ride. So I've completed Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty as well now. Plays better than the first game. Doesn't have as much backtracking as the first game, and like the progression through it is a lot better. I still think I like obviously I think everyone would agree like playing as Solid Snake better than the character you play as the majority of the second game. Also, cutscenes and stuff were long in the first game, but holy hell, right before the final boss, there was... Online, it says it was a 21-minute cutscene segment, but it felt like it was closer to 40 minutes. And apparently Metal Gear Solid 4 holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest cutscene at 71 minutes. I fell down that rabbit hole, so...
God.
All I'd say, I'm going to keep going with these games, but I'm definitely taking a break until after the first of the year, because I don't want to fatigue myself kind of like I did with Kingdom Hearts a couple of years ago. So.
I mean, GTA 6 arguably has a 6-hour cutscene, so...
Well, that's fair, I guess, right?
What? Does it really?
Well, isn't the Netflix thing like 6 hours? I don't know.
Oh, no, that's how long the time is between, like it releases on Netflix and 6 hours later it'll be on YouTube.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was crazy for like a preview. I was like, they must just be like a ton of backstory or something. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
That'd be wild. I would understand the Netflix exclusivity if it was like a 6 hour.
It's like a miniseries, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then I decided I actually wanted to finally play through Obscure because I had only ever played the sequel, Obscure: The Aftermath, growing up. So I booted up made a fresh save on that 2 nights ago, and I'm about 2 to 3 hours in. Apparently, it's only like a 5, maybe 7 hour game if you get incredibly confused. But so far, none of the puzzles have been confusing. So, I really like this game. It's very Resident Evil, but also cheesy teen horror movie. But, like, the thought of playing it maybe with my son when he's older or buckling down, like, a weekend and just playing through it fully with a friend would be pretty fun. It's got very cheesy dialogue, but it's a good time. It's actually available on Steam and stuff. The biggest thing is the PS2 version has, like, the original licensed music, so it starts with, like, that Sum 41 song and stuff like that. That's all taken out of it, any other releases. But, yeah, no, it's actually a really good time.
Like, you're playing the original, right? So you're getting the original soundtrack?
Yeah, playing it on the PS2 on the CRT and everything. So, but yeah, it's I really like it. I like how every character has something they're good at. Like there's the guy who he can tell you if a room has any more items you need to find, or there's the girl who, if you use her to heal people, she heals 25% more. There's the girl who's got the more powerful melee attacks. There's a guy who's the faster lock picker. But you can only have 2 people with you at a time, and the other 2, they go to like your safe house. So it's kind of like picking and choosing what you want to be faster at. And I, like, for example, I thought the lock picking, I was like, well, I don't care about the extra time to lock pick longer. And then I was picking a lock last night, and then, like, right when I was close to the end of picking it, like, enemies just showed up out of nowhere, and the other guy would have had it done before those enemies even showed up. So it just, like, forced me into an extra enemy encounter by not having him with my group. So
it's kind of a cool way to make you, like, wish you'd had it. Like, pretty cool mechanic, I feel like.
Yeah.
That sounds hype, man. You should stream the rest of it.
Oh, you should. That'd be cool. I'd be down to watch. 5. We need more, like, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I like the idea of a 5 to 7 hour game. That's pretty sick. I mean, I know we like complain. I guess I don't know that I want to pay full game prices, like $70 for a 5 to 7 hour experience, but I almost would because I'm so bad at like finishing longer experiences, like a nice and totally contained and nice and tight 5 to 7 hour experience. Like,
yeah, there's always been that argument with the movies, the like entertainment per hour. You go see a 2 hour movie, you pay essentially $20 nowadays. You see it the one time, you don't own it. If you want to see it again in the theater, you pay the $20 again, or you buy it for whatever when it comes out. Versus a game, right? Even a 5 hour game, you pay 5 hours, split across $60 or $70. It's like, well, it's still a better return on investment, and you own it. Well, did back then.
So at the $1 per hour for a 5 hour, $70 game is $14 an hour, whereas a movie would be like 2 hours for like what? What's a movie ticket now? $20, $15?
Yeah,
20. So $1 per hour is 10.
There's no ownership and all
comparable
that kind of stuff.
That's true.
And we're talking from a small game's perspective. It's rare to find a game that's actually that short anymore.
Yeah, that's like very short. So nice. That sounds fun. I'm excited to see how it wraps up and if you enjoy it. What have you been playing, Gavin? Mr. Serial Gamer? You been playing some of the same stuff, or did you mix it up?
Serial Gamer, yeah. No, not mixing it up too much. Finally finished Divinity: Original Sin 2, so I was really happy about that. I think I told you guys last time we were on the final boss, so we had to lock in, and yeah.
Did you have to cheese it at all, or did you just just have a really good run where you beat? I feel like I remember me and my buddy playing it. We almost had to cheese it.
I don't think we cheesed it really. I mean, we used stuff like charming the enemy and stuff like that. I mean, it's all in-game mechanics. You could almost argue that like a lot of the game is cheesing in a way, right?
Cheesing.
Like,
yeah, I guess that's fair.
But it was tough. It was a lot of fun though, and it made me immediately want to play another CRPG. Like I was asking my wife, I was like, should we just start another run right now? But it took us like 5 years to get through that one, so I think there's a bit of a cooldown before we can play another one. So naturally, I had to go into my Steam library and find another CRPG to play instead of just finishing Baldur's Gate 3. And so now I'm playing Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous, which is actually really, really good. It's not that old of a game, but it was made on a low budget, so the graphics aren't great, but the RPG systems are top notch. I'm new to Pathfinder. I've only played D&D before, but it's pretty similar, so it's been fun.
I've heard nothing but good things about those games. I think I bought that one and booted it up and started it. I like the idea of it. It's like a traditional 6-player or 6-person party, right?
Yeah, it's a 6-person party, and it's a fully you get to level 20 by the end of it, and there's mythic levels and stuff. So it's a pretty big adventure.
Nice. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was talking to a friend over the weekend. I was talking about these games and how it kind of sucks that Baldur's Gate limits you to level 12, and they're saying oh, it's too hard to map out these higher level crazy D&D mechanics to a video game. But then you play Pathfinder, and he was saying by the end, each of his characters was doing some crazy stuff. One could turn into a dragon or whatever, all these crazy mythic, I guess you said mythic level skills, maybe be the word for it, but that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, it's it's also, I think, fun in these kind of games to break the balance eventually. It's part of the power fantasy, right? So I get why Baldur's Gate did it. Maybe it keeps it a little bit more balanced, but yeah, I'm having a good time with it. Naturally, it's one of those games that it's going to be really hard to finish, given that it is a 20-level campaign. So pray for me. It doesn't end up in the backlog, but we'll see.
Did you look into Kingmaker, or did you just skip and go to Path of the Righteous? Because it's not. I don't think it's a sequel, but it is the second one they made, right?
I've heard about it. I just picked this one up on a sale years ago. So I probably will go back and play Kingmaker if I get through this one. So I don't know. So it sounds like you've kind of followed them a little bit, but you haven't played either of these or any of the Owlcat games?
No, not enough. I mean, I've played maybe an hour of Path of the Righteous. I have followed them, though, because I do really like the idea of them. And I love, I'm a big Divinity 1 fan and 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, so it's natural for me, but I really like playing them in co-op. So I started Path of the Righteous, and then I got kind of bored, or I don't really know. I'm driven by the co-op nature of all these other games, so
I got you. Yeah, I don't think this one has co-op, right? Maybe there's a mod or something.
No, it doesn't. So when I was trying Path of the Righteous, I was kind of trying to play one of these solo. And I think I've discovered about myself when I play these co-op with my friend, he kind of drives the campaign, and I get to be more of watch a movie and then get to play the combat and everything, and I get to decide on the decisions, but not stress about where to go and what to do, and I don't know. It's kind of a more backseat experience, which I think I actually really enjoy. I think it's too much ownership for me to be in charge of a CRPG. So maybe I need to watch you stream it.
He's almost like your DM. I love that.
Yeah. It's I'm literally just playing two characters in the Divinity universe. Yeah, I get to just be a player at his table.
That's cool. But what about you, Ryan? What have you been playing?
I've played a couple things. I'm still working through Majora's Mask. I've still been streaming it, and I beat the first world boss, the boss of the swamp last time. So that was kind of hype. That was the last thing I did. I guess I'm about to move on to the mountain area, which I don't know much about, but I was very excited because the swamp was crazy, and I got kind of stuck there for a little bit, it felt like. But ended up beating the dungeon in one time cycle, so I didn't waste a lot of time, which was cool. But I've been really enjoying the world and the vibes of playing Majora's Mask. It's been super fun so far. Other than that, I've played a couple of multiplayer games. I bought Big Walk on PC to play with a friend on PC, and it was super fun. I'm a big fan of it so far. It's like, prox chat, like play in-game chat only. And it's like super vibey and like you're solving puzzles and walking through the world together and you're just kind of hanging out. It's very low key and relaxed. And you have to like, there's a lot of instances like the prox chat's pretty near proximity only. And a lot of these puzzles you have to solve from like across a valley or like you're like watching each other through binoculars while you're doing like a physical body motion across the way to like signal something back to your friend, and like you literally can't talk to one another, so if you have a miscommunication you're just kind of screwed and it ends up being kind of silly. You run into some pretty fun scenarios.
That sounds really fun. So it's like intended to be 2-player experience.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer. I think it might only be a multiplayer experience. I don't know that you can play it solo. I don't think you can actually, because the puzzles all require more than one person. It's also like, cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to ask: is it specifically like a 2-player, like It Takes Two, or can you do 3 or 4?
No, you can do like a ton of people, and apparently, from what I've seen, it gets better, more fun the more people you have. I think I've seen like lobbies of up to like 10 people online, but I could be wrong on that. Definitely at least 4. I've seen also that the world changes when you play with different amounts of people. Like the 2-player world is different than the 3-player world, but it might just slightly modify it so that the puzzles, require 3 people instead of 2, or are completable with 2 people instead of 3. It may not change the puzzles fundamentally. It may just be like a logistics thing, but I do think that's cool.
Yeah, no, that sounds fun. I need to grab it since it was on PS Plus as soon as the blackout's over.
Once the blackout's over, yeah, I'm going to grab it as well on there. So maybe we can all play it. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Other than that, I've been playing some regular multiplayer games. I picked up Devour and played with some friends, which is like a multiplayer Phasmophobia-esque, except like a little more, budgety, B tier or something. But like also more action orientated, and you're like actively fighting the demons Alan Wake style, like shining lights on them, and I don't know, it was pretty fun. It was kind of cool because it felt like launching into like the fall like game spooky season. Kind of made a thing out of it. Turned on our red lights and we were playing on cam, on a Discord call.
Oh, nice!
And got pretty scary there for a second. Like whenever the demon like gets you. If you like get got by it, it's almost like a jump scare, and it like does one of those things where it gets right up in your face and like screams or whatever. And it got me several times. It was very fun. But yeah, so you can catch me with my PSL playing Devour. It's fall. I'm declaring war on summer Let's temperatures, go. Summer vibes. I'm done with it. We're moving on.
That sounds cool though. I like Phasmophobia a lot, so maybe I should give that one a shot too.
Yeah, look it up, because it's not, again, it's like not, I don't think it's like as well developed, because Phasmophobia's got like a lot of dev work in it and a lot of polish. I feel like this game is more like an indie dev, like smaller studio thing, but like it was fun. I did enjoy it. I would definitely, it has like a progression system and stuff for like, I don't know, unlocking new characters and tools and whatnot as you play more. So it's definitely meant to be played a lot with with your friends. So if you want to pick it up, that'd be fun sometime. Yeah. And then other than that, I've still been playing a little bit of Black Ops 6 and Modern Warfare 3 with some people. It's like search and destroy and everything. So not too exciting on that front, but it's been fun. And with that, I think we can move on to our special segment, or potentially take a break if anybody needs to.
I'm just wondering if Matt's alive, because he hasn't spoken in like 20 minutes.
I know. I was worried there for.
Keep trucking.
Okay. Cool. You good, Gavin?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't care about now.
Oh, you just don't care about any of these games.
I was checking something else for a few minutes. I stepped away for a second, actually. So.
Wow. Oh, well, next time you talk about Metal Gear Solid, maybe that'll do the same thing.
It'll put you to sleep, probably.
Well, next time I'm making you turn your camera on so we can know if you're here or not. I feel betrayed.
That's right.
You can't step away from a hot mic. Are you crazy? But all right, you good to keep trucking, Gavin?
Yep, let's keep on going. All right, so the game of this week, I don't really have a name for it. Write in and tell us what you think this game should be called.
Poop Beep Be the game.
Maybe something like the Steam verdict. So the game here is very simple because I didn't have a lot of time to organize anything more complicated. So I'm going to give you guys 2 games, and you are going to pick which one you think has the higher rating on Steam. And the person who gets the most right wins the game.
Nice and simple. No complicated scoring systems that we have to make an Excel spreadsheet for. No calculators.
You have to guess the difference in the Steam rating percentage, and it's graded on a nonlinear curve based on how close you are.
And it's like golf. It's like the smallest amount of points wins. It's a 1 minus however many you guess.
Yep, and they're negative
scoring.
Love it.
That sounds fun.
All right. Well, it's going to be brief. So I mean, I have maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 matchups here. So take your time and deliberate so we can really, milk it for all it's worth. All right. Leading on into it then. First one is Terraria or Elden Ring. Which do you guys think is higher?
Yeah, is this a buzz-in situation? Matt gets it this time.
I think you both can submit your own answer.
Oh, okay.
Well, you bing
Terraria versus Elden Ring.
But then again, if you're doing it separately, maybe it should just be consensus. Because if you're doing it separately, you guys aren't going to discuss. So maybe you guys just vote.
Okay.
I think Elden Ring, Ryan, has, I think, one of the highest Metacritic scores of any game. I know this is Steam.
Yeah, there's a lot of haters out there, too, though. People really don't. I have a lot of friends who got
Terraria other than it's 2D Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but I feel like everybody who buys it loves it. Or I guess I bought it and I haven't really played it, so maybe not. I don't know
which one would have sold more on Steam either of right, because if
but that shouldn't matter, right?
Because it's right. People are buying one and loving it, and other people are just gonna buy shit. Sometimes I'm really convinced people buy games just to fucking write bad reviews and shit on them.
Got to catch them all.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I think my official vote.
Yeah, you know me. I don't really shit on games that much. That's the problem.
You really don't.
Too nice.
You buy them all. You always
like video games. Huh?
We were just talking about earlier today how it's every game that comes out, you're like, it's sitting on the shelf waiting for me. It's right there. I already bought it. I love that. You get hyped up. I think Terraria, personally, because I have several friends who got swept up in the Elden Ring excitement who were not Dark Souls people, and then they did not like it because it was Souls-like.
Let's go against what would probably be the more popular choice. Let's say the Terraria then.
All right, final vote is Terraria. The correct answer is Terraria at 96%. These are all time, by the way, not recent.
Okay.
And Elden Ring at 94%. So it's a shame, but I think you're right. I think Elden Ring was more in the zeitgeist, and a lot of people played it. So if anything, that actually goes to show how good of a game Elden Ring is, right? So that it sits at 94 despite all the casuals. All right, well,
we're 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0. So I guess it's what do you need to get a passing score? I'll let you know at the end. So next we've got we'll just say the kind of game of the year versions for both. There wasn't really a meaningful difference. So Elder Scrolls V Skyrim versus Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Ooh.
That's an interesting
one. It's got to be Oblivion, right?
It's got to be Oblivion, right? Skyrim's more they almost watered it down. They hit the zeitgeist. I mean, it was zeitgeist both ways, but I feel like it's more mass appeal. How does this work
when you consider there's 4 versions of Skyrim too, right? That are actually considered
Steam version.
Game of the year. Like I said, I'm gonna use the essential edition of both of them on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
And I'm not using the Oblivion remake, of course.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I do feel like everybody who ever played Oblivion or everything I ever heard after Skyrim even got popular was, well, Oblivion's better.
I have heard that from a lot of people. So The people who played it, they loved it. They went out of their way to rate it. I think it's Oblivion. I think I got to go with it. It's not a cult classic, but it's like everybody who played it is obsessed with it, you know?
Yeah, I'll go Oblivion too.
All right, the guess is Oblivion. Do you guys want to give a margin to make it interesting? How much do you think Oblivion beats Skyrim by?
5 points.
Yeah, I was thinking like 6, so around there, I think.
All right, well, Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition, or maybe it was Legendary Edition, I forgot, sits at a 94%, and Oblivion Game of the Year Edition sits at 95%. So it is Oblivion by a
razor's
lower margin
edge
than you thought.
1 point is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have a point. A lot of the hardcore Elder Scrolls fans would say that about Skyrim, that it is watered down, but man, like Skyrim was a cultural phenomenon, and it basically like became its own modding platform and all that. So,
yeah, it's allowed them to not release another one for
they've been riding that high, haven't they?
A decade and a half.
Let them make a nice Starfield, take a break, and just do some weird stuff. Fallout 76, they've been hanging out. They're doing whatever.
Right.
Well, speaking of Fallout, our next matchup is a fun one. Fallout 4 or Dark Souls 2?
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I thought you were going to do the Fallout 3 New Vegas fight, but
it wouldn't be a fight against 4 in New Vegas. Oh, you're saying 3 in New Vegas. Oh, yeah.
Vegas,
3 versus New Vegas. That's the beauty of this game. You could look this up right now while we're talking. We'd never know.
Oh, God.
My heart says Fallout 4. Okay, question. Is this the Scholar of the First Sin full edition?
This is not Scholar. This is the original edition.
Oh, Fallout 4.
Oh, wow.
Fallout 4.
Gotta be Fallout 4.
It's gotta be, dude. Right? Because the vanilla Dark Souls 2 is what got me into Souls games. And I was like, this is so cool. And I just remember having no one.
It was pretty bad. I mean, people hate the vanilla game. It's all ganks, and like nobody wanted to play it. It was terrible. I'm going definitely Fallout 4. I'm with you.
All right, so we're locked in on Fallout 4. Do you guys want to give a guess for the margin?
Oh, it's got to be like 10 points, right? It's got to be absurd.
All right, yeah, let's go 10. I like that. 10's a pretty big margin, yeah.
That is a pretty big margin.
I love the confidence. All right, Fallout 4 sits at an 81% on Steam.
Whoa.
Dark Souls 2, the original version, sits at 84%.
Oh,
no.
That is a revisionist history. And people went back in.
And Scholar is also 84%, so I wanted to say it doesn't matter, but yeah.
But I'm glad you didn't. We deserve to be punished for hating so hard on the original version.
That's right. Got to put
crazy.
Some respect on its name. I bet you're right though. I bet if you looked at DS2 over time, it's really
it's like gotten better.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, we'll have to consider that when we're deliberating. That thing changes over time too.
Yeah.
Come on, get in the game, Matt. What are we thinking?
All right. Well, the next one is a battle of a couple of ports, each with their own little bit of controversy, so this should be fun. We've got Halo Campaign Evolved versus Helldivers 2.
Oh.
Interesting. Campaign Evolved is on Steam?
It is.
I don't know why I thought it was console exclusive, like PS5 and Xbox. So that was dumb though, because Xbox is with PC now. Yeah, crazy thought to have. Yeah, it feels like people really like Helldivers too, right?
But when it came to PC, it was like the big reveal of like, aha, you have to have your Sony account, and people lost their mind over it.
Okay,
rightfully so, in my opinion, but still.
Feels like Campaign Evolved probably has pretty good reviews, right? I mean, it's kind of it seems like everything I've seen is like you get what you pay, get what you expect, right? I mean, like they remade it.
Yeah, but
it's pretty.
You think about the couple of weeks of me putting all the stuff about the neckbeard people freaking out about shit. Because in the new missions, there's a female character that kind of talks down to Master Chief, talks shit to him, and then there was the whole bullshit where people were trying to say you could only kill the male.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
There was no other controversy around Helldivers that I'm aware of other than
the PS5 account thing.
Like the login stuff. But that was a pretty big thing.
You're toying with my heart here. You keep going back and forth. I don't know.
I'm torn right now, too. I am.
I'm riding your vibe so hard. I'm like, that's a good point. I'm so in. Yeah, it's got to be campaign involved. Got to be.
Man.
Oh. I think I'm going to vote Helldivers 2, I think. But I could be swayed if you were crazy on board for campaign involved.
Let's go Helldivers because it has had enough time that I think they took that away. And there could have been revisionist time because I think they took it away and said, like, we're going to require it going forward on everything, but I can't remember. And Halo's still pretty fresh.
All right. So Helldivers 2 is the pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to give a 3%, 3-point margin.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
A 3% margin. All right. So Helldivers 2 on Steam sits at an 80% positive. Halo Combat Evolved sits at 61%. It's a little bigger than 3. Yep.
Dang.
Or sorry, Campaign Evolved, not Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did not expect it to be that bad. Jeez.
That's a big jump. What is Combat Evolved on Steam or is it just the Master Chief Collection?
I think it's just MCC. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you can
that's not a good
buy.
comparison point. Yeah.
Well. All right. Well, didn't get it within 5, so. I'm just kidding. I mean,
wait, is that the rule?
That's the rule, yeah.
Revisionist.
Well, as you know, the rewards for these games are really high value, so I understand.
Yeah, my upset, how upset I'm getting, you can understand because this is everything to me. I'm going to be destitute if I don't win this game.
That's right. All right, so the next one I'm just so excited for because it's a game that's it's a friend of the show in a sense. Gets talked about a lot. It was talked about today, and that is let's compare Obscure with Until Dawn.
Oh, that's a fun comparison.
That's a fun one. So Obscure's on Steam?
It sure is.
Huh.
I said that when I explained the whole music thing. Listen to me, boy. This is why I can walk away from the hot mic, Ryan.
yeah, I think you're right. You really don't have much of an impact on this podcast. I don't. I'm not really interested in the things you have to say. My bad. I'm like a goldfish. It's in one ear, out the other. Yeah, I forget immediately.
Is the Until Dawn, this is normal Until Dawn, right?
Correct.
Okay. So it's not, I don't have to worry about the remake that was apparently pretty borked. I really don't know why it was borked, but apparently it was borked. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Obscure's got like a cult classic kind of energy about it. Like I had never heard of this game, but I feel like the people who did probably liked it, right? The people who played it.
Yeah, but I mean, Until Dawn kind of kicked off all of that stuff. Like there was Telltale, and then Until Dawn took it in the like more hyper realistic direction, right? With the interactive like storytelling / playing a movie, if you will.
I don't know. I feel like I'm on Team Obscure. I feel like Until Dawn kind of got hyped up as well. Like not crazy, not like an Elden Ring hype or something, but like I do feel like it was talked about a lot. And then like it is a very specific format, like to only have, you know, it's like a narrative game and decision making. So I feel like you get some negative Steam reviews based on that. Whereas like if you're playing Obscure, you either played it back in the day and you probably liked it, or you're playing it nowadays and you're like a retro game guy like you are, Matt, and you're probably going to appreciate it. That's where I'm at.
Well, it's also just got more gameplay. I could see people being like, Until Dawn, it's not even a game. It's a movie.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, Until Dawn's not a game is where like I'm picturing what they'd be saying, you know?
I'll agree with you because we're on a team we have to agree, but I'm leaning Until Dawn, but I've dictated more of the decisions. So we'll go with Obscure.
All right, well,
but I think they're close.
Unfortunately, I've just been handed a note from our producer, and it seems that the original Until Dawn was never on Steam. So, in fact, you were comparing Obscure versus the remaster of Until Dawn.
Oh, Obscure.
Yeah, which makes it not very fun. I would love to know what the original was. But anyways, all right, we're picking Obscure. By how much?
if we're going off of that remake, like not as bad as the Halo thing, but probably 20 to 23 points. I guess that's actually worse than the Halo situation.
All right. Well, the correct answer is Obscure. You're right. Until Dawn sits at 82 on Steam, percent positive, and Obscure sits at 93%. So it's a cult classic for a reason, I guess.
Yeah.
But 20 points was ambitious. I didn't realize the Until Dawn remake was that bad, or remaster.
I'm not sure why, actually. Like, what set people off so much with that, but yeah. Ryan, did we lose you?
Sounds like we lost Ryan.
Huh. Uh-oh.
Please stand by.
Well, okay, I should be good now. Sorry, I was fiddling around. That's crazy. I've been talking this whole time, but it's all good. My bad.
All good. That's why you don't click out when you record.
It's why you don't click around. I'm clicking all over. I'm clicking everywhere, dude. It's so bad. I gotta sit still. It's fine. Yeah, that's a big gap, but we got it right. I said a bunch of stuff, but don't worry about it. It's cool.
It's all right. It'll be lost in the archives, the mysteries.
All right. Well, we are sitting at 2 correct and 3 incorrect if we count the margin as not being within 5. So you've got one more, so you've got a chance to at least get 50% here. And this is fun because it's 2 of your favorite games. So naturally, I love to pit them against each other. This is going to be Project Zomboid versus Resident Evil 2 1998 version.
Wow. This rules. Good comparison, because that's a cult classic as well. Resident Evil 2, I mean. But Project Zomboid is beloved. People like it. It's a good game. I don't know.
Resident Evil 2 is as well, especially the original.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't know that you're going to give Project Zomboid its flowers that it deserves, is all I'm saying.
I have no room to give it flowers, nor the bullet in the back of its head that I probably would think it deserves.
It's a good game.
Because it's a zombie.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, my God. This is bullshit. I don't want him on my team anymore. I want a different team member. I want a bot. I should have an offline version of this game.
An offline version of Matt who just talks about death all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want that, brother. That's the saddest version of me.
Okay, so I assume you want to vote Resident Evil 2. I want to hear your justify it. Sell me.
Leon S. Kennedy. Done.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
One of the biggest gaming icons.
Let me counter. We'll go shot for shot. Okay, you've got biggest gaming icons. Sure, you've got Leon Kennedy. I'm going to say 12 years of dev time. They haven't stopped. I don't know how long this game. I don't know if it's exactly 12 years, but I know it's been over a decade. They've been putting out quality upgrades.
1 year, actually like 8.5 months of dev time, and locked in one of the biggest cult classics of the survival horror genre ever.
Most immersive game in the world, I think, that exists. Like with systems wise, like I think the system depth is deeper. I would almost guess that it would be like the most in the world, but that's just my opinion. But very, very strong at a minimum. What else you got? Hit me. I'm on. The problem is I'm also on Resident Evil 2 side. I mean, I didn't play the original, but
that's right. It's like
love
it's a
Resident Evil 2.
It's been around for. This one, right? This version.
All right, I'm changing sides because Resident Evil 2 on Steam probably played more by people who love it. Whereas Project Zomboid probably has more people who bought it, and then it's a kind of an abrasive game, I will say. So I could see there being people a lot of people could have went back when the remake came out to play the original Resident Evil 2 and were like, "What the fuck is this?" And I handle it. And Resident Evil 2 would be abrasive too. Yeah.
Remember when I had it where one of the game reviews and I was reading where people when I tried to do rage quit reviews and it was terrible because I'm not you.
And you never will be. Never.
Some of the Resident Evil reviews and people were like, "Terrible controls. What is this? Doo-doo butt or whatever."
This is so much fun for me.
This is a good one. I like this
But I
a
don't
lot.
think the margins would be very far apart on them. I'm talking like 91 1 and 89 kind of situation on close on margins.
Which one's the 91? Which one's the 89?
Oh, Resident Evil 2.
All right, I'm cool with that. I go Resident Evil 2 with a 2-point spread. I can live with this.
Resident Evil 2 might even be like around 88 or 89. Oddly enough, I was looking at all those reviews and I never even looked at what it was on Steam a couple weeks ago. So.
All right, the pick is Resident Evil 2 by 2 or 3 points. Matt, you deserve some credit because you're right that Resident Evil 2 is exactly 89% mostly positive on Steam. Project Zomboid lands at 93% positive on Steam.
Dang.
Oh, shoot. Let's go.
Crazy.
It's a good game.
I've never heard about this game until you brought it up, and I've never seen anything about it. I've never heard anyone talk about this game except for you.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's just so weird.
It's one of the highest streaming categories on Twitch. It's a popular game. I don't know. I also have not heard.
They're just Brian's alt account.
Yeah, I've got a bot farm. Just trying to get anybody to play this game with me. I'm their only customer. I'm trying to hype it up.
That's crazy.
It's a good game. I don't know. You should check it out. Watch a video at least. If it's going to be a recurring theme on the podcast, go watch 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, any amount.
I don't know. I kind of like just walking through life a blunder of this game.
I was really surprised by this. It's been enlightening. So. That was a fun one. Mm-hmm. All right, well, you guys performed pretty poorly, but that was great. That means I made this hard enough. So that's all I've got for comparisons today. I mean, yeah, you got 2 right. So
I feel like we got all but 1 right, didn't we?
No, you got
the spread.
You got 2 of them straight wrong, and 2 of them you didn't get the spread.
The spread. We had to get the spread on the note. I guess we missed the spread by quite a bit. Was there a threshold? Yeah.
I was giving you a 5-point margin. Even if I'd given you a 10, it would have been the same.
We still wouldn't have got it. Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that. All right. I got mad about the spread, but we really messed that up. Yeah, you're right.
But it doesn't matter because it was peak entertainment, at least for me.
I really enjoyed that discussion. We'll circle back on this whole Project Zomboid versus Resident Evil 2 thing. We'll take it offline. We'll have a off the air duke it out.
All right, we better cut these mics stat then.
Yeah. Oh, it's time. Well, with that, I mean, I guess we can move on to the backlog game of the week. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. What you got? I think Matt this week, right? What are you backlogging?
It is me. It is he. It is I. So my backlog game of the week, and we can kind of chalk it up to the whole series. I don't know where everyone's at with this, but is the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I have started this game 4 times.
I have.
And also twice I've gotten all the way through the entire Bloody Baron quest line. So that's a good bit of gameplay, right? I like the story. It's really well written. Like, I like the characters and I like the world. The combat I don't think is very good. And I do find myself in the situation of, ooh, piece of candy, and I've picked up too much shit and having to spend a lot of time managing my inventory. When I lock in on games like this really good, you know, like even like an Elder Scrolls like Skyrim or something, I can figure all that out and manage it, but I've just fallen off several times, and with that new DLC coming, and then obviously Witcher 4, it's like, do I pick it up again? Because I have had success picking up a game for the 3rd or 4th time and finally getting through it, right? Kingdom Hearts is a good example of that, but I just don't know. I need somebody to fight for it.
It makes no sense to me that you made it through the Bloody Baron and been like, eh.
That's exactly where I made it. Really? That's crazy to you? I feel like I've heard other people say that too. I mean, I'm in the same boat.
It makes sense for you, Ryan, in the same way that I could see myself doing that because hey, me too. Because the gameplay is really kind of mid. Like you said, the combat is not that great. Even if you turn the difficulty up, it just kind of becomes like, damage spongy. But the storytelling and the universe, man, is top notch. And for Matt, that's like, I thought that was priority number 1. So, I don't know, man. I mean, I love it. It's an all-timer for me. If I try to play it now, after having played, a lot more Souls-likes and action RPGs and stuff, I would have a hard time getting through it because of the combat. But I mean,
gotcha.
Some of the best quests and narrative I think ever. You could always just kind of speed run the main story and skip the Ubisoft style question marks on the map, which I hate. But I don't think that part has aged well. But yeah, what do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the exact same boat. We're living the same life on this game because I've played it several times. I've gotten all the way to like, I want to say like Skelly Edge or whatever it's called, like the second big area. But I stopped after Bloody Baron several times. I think you definitely got to play it. I mean, so did you pick this game before or after they just announced the remaster thing? Because that news just broke like today, right?
No, yeah, I had actually picked this months ago in my like little list of backlog games, and then conveniently it lined up though with me.
It's like
covering
crazy
it.
then, because
when we do our like Gamescom talk, it was revealed at Gamescom that they're doing the full remaster of The Witcher 3 that'll come out for free next month and everything.
So like with that. So like a month or two ago when they announced the DLC, I was like, that's crazy that they're putting out a DLC for such an old game, a game that's beloved. They're making The Witcher 4. I was like, this has got to go on my backlog list for sure because for me, it's all about the zeitgeist, and it's back in the zeitgeist, and I want to be a part of Witcher 4. I want to get to play with everybody, talk about it and everything. So like, it seems like a revitalization, a time to jump back in, if they're remastering it and there's DLC coming in the future. I think the remaster includes Blood and Wine and the Stone, what's the other one called? I mean, whatever
Hearts
it is.
of Stone.
Hearts of Stone. I don't know. People gush about this game, but like, I find it hard to get through. The story seems cool. I haven't maybe gotten far enough to see it be like amazing in the way that people describe it to be. I also find the gameplay a little tedious, but like the world does seem very cool and people love it. So it feels like to me it's a very good time to get back into it. Would you wait for the remaster? Do you know when
at this point, and there's so much coming out in the fall, right? And the DLC for it, the new one is still close to a year out, so it's not anything I'm in a rush to necessarily do, but it's also a fairly decent undertaking, right? It's a pretty long game, isn't it?
It can be. I mean, yes, especially if you do the side content.
Gotcha. Let's see.
How long?
Oh, yeah, I know. I also I made him hook up with the witch lady.
Oh,
I think I did that too.
I forgot her. Kira Metz, is that her name?
Yeah, her.
Yep, I think we're all gooners at heart. Everybody does that their first run through. But the thing is, she well, I won't spoil it, but was she still alive after your little engagement?
After we made sweet love?
Yeah.
Can he kill her with his dong? Does he have special Witcher dong powers?
Well, if she's still alive,
does he have one of those insignia things when he finishes, and if he says the wrong word, does he like Igni?
Yeah. And that's the part you're missing. That's exactly
bursts her into
flames.
flames.
So beloved.
Oh, that's it.
If she's still alive, then yeah, she will show up again in your playthrough. So I don't know, man. I know you're less into fantasy settings. It just kind of feels like if you can sit through a 71-minute Kojima cutscene from 20 years ago, you can sit your ass down and play The Witcher 3 remastered in 2027.
I've played through both of the Dragon Dogma games too. I mean, those are fantasy, right? But yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing? You should have been playing The Witcher 3 this whole time. Like, what are you doing playing these other games? You prefaced this by saying kind of the series in general. Does that mean you're going to go back and play this Witcher 1 and 2 before? Because you said you can't jump into a sequel when we were talking Kingdom Come.
I'm not going to do it, but I think it's something that bothers me. This is this super cool character who's done lots of super cool shit before I'm getting to control him in other games that I could download and play and do that cool shit and see it. And I think my brain is like, ugh.
I don't know, man. You might be the target audience to be okay playing Witcher 1 and 2. Like, I know I wouldn't recommend that to anybody else, but you're playing Metal Gear Solid 2 right now, and 1. You just finished both. I mean, you could probably knock them out. I don't know.
The only...
will say...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, I'll say my friend who just played through it like recently, and he was kind of in the same boat as us. He like ended up liking it a lot, but he was kind of annoyed the whole time because it felt like every character that was introduced, like it's like, oh, you old dog, like I've known you forever, blah blah blah, or like, you know, it was like you had a pre-existing relationship with all the characters that he didn't really experience and didn't feel like it prefaced enough with the lead up that like it felt natural, but like probably could be solved with a good YouTube video, you know. But I don't know. That was one of his big complaints, so I could almost see playing it. But you're saying don't do that, Gavin. You were going to say something else too.
I don't know.
Before I jumped in on this.
No, you're right though. It is exactly like that. Like if you know the characters, you will probably have a better experience. Two things I would say to that. First, a lot of the appeal, I think, at least for me, and I've heard other people say this, is it's not just about the main characters and the main story. It's about all the side content. So it's about some, like, you know, random guy who hires you to do some mercenary work in the middle of a backwater town, and you learn that, like, the monster wasn't the real problem. It was like some person who did some unspeakable thing and made the monster or whatever. And like, I think to me that's like where The Witcher really shines, is just those little side quests that end up being really impactful. So if you don't like that kind of thing, then maybe it is kind of a safer miss for you. Other thing I would say is if you do want to play the old ones, the only game I've ever played, like fantasy action RPG type game that I've played with worse combat than Witcher 3 is Witcher 2. So have fun. And I haven't touched one.
That's a shining endorsement. That's pretty tough. Yeah, I don't know. You could try it. You go. I bet you could get The Witcher 1 pretty cheap and give it a shot. I don't know. This definitely feels like a you game, though. I mean, I think you need to play 3. I don't know if we're voting on if you should start at 1 or not, because I don't really have an answer for that, I feel like.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just continue to think about it. Like I said, the characters seem so cool, but
let me see how long. Let's get some stats up in here.
How long to beat?
Now I'm looking at how long to beat The Witcher 1. Now I'm looking at a YouTube video that's a full walkthrough, no commentary. It's 19 and a half hours. But how long to beat says 35.5 hours. So he must really be moving at a clip here on this YouTube video. 35.5 is pretty long.
Completionist for The Witcher 1, I'm seeing 64.
Oh, I didn't look at completionist. Sorry, I've never once looked at the completionist.
Looks like The Witcher 2 is slightly shorter, and then obviously The Witcher 3 can be over 100 hours, and that's if we just looked at main quests and side quests. But that doesn't worry me as much as you do.
Yeah, you put some hours in, definitely.
That's like a long weekend for you.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like you should. Well, let's see. It's $10 right now. The Witcher Volume 1. That's not. Is this the game? Volume 1, House of Glass. Is that The Witcher, or is this a?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, there are books. That's what The Witcher is all based off of, right?
That's true.
Polish novels.
Oh, I typed in The Witcher 1 is why it's not coming up. Okay, The Witcher Enhanced Edition right now is $1.50 on Steam. So
we got
you wouldn't want to play it on Steam,
we got a business account.
Yeah. Chuck out a business expense.
That.
Sorry, it's not $1.50. It's $1.50 on GOG, which redeems on Steam.
I thought you were about to be like it's $1.52 or something. I thought you were about to correct yourself for a couple of cents.
yeah. It's $1.75. Stupid.
All right,
I don't know about on PS5. The Witcher 1.
Do I keep one game in the backlog, or am I inadvertently going to leave this adding 2 games to the backlog for the series? And this is what's happened. This is what happened with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out, and I finally, after trying, I probably have restarted Kingdom Hearts 1 more than any game in my entire life. And then I buckled down and played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and 2 of the side games. Then I had a burnout, so I haven't actually played 3. And then here we are. I tried Metal Gear Ground Zero and Metal Gear 5, didn't touch them. And then I've started Metal Gear Solid 1 3 times. On the 3rd time, got through it, and I've gotten through Metal Gear Solid 2.
Well, you just got to keep trying.
I'm at a loss. I don't know. I think you should buy The Witcher and try it. I don't know, because like you'll probably know in like 2 hours if it's something you're gonna like, actually feel like playing. And then if you hate it, you could watch a YouTube recap, move on. Then you could almost do the same with The Witcher 2. I bet it's cheap too. I don't know. You wouldn't want to play on PC though, so it might be more on PlayStation.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I might play on PC. Well, the first one I think is only on PC, but
I don't know if the first game is. Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
So The Witcher 2 is also on sale right now, and it's $3 on GOG. So I think this is a sign. I think that you need to play the first, or at least give them a shot. If we're talking a $4 investment, $3.50 investment to like see how you feel about them.
I've wasted more on the gas station hot dog roller items and gotten food poisoning than that.
I was about to say that costs more than the $3.50.
Yeah, true. There's a personal cost.
Yeah, you got to try it. I mean, you could bounce off of it, but this could be an old-timer series for you. So
yeah,
and I'll be gushing about it for when the remake comes out, and then when 4 comes out. So if you have FOMO,
this is true.
I think you gotta, cause like you're primed. I don't know that I would ever recommend almost anybody else in my entire life to play The Witcher 1. You're the only person that I think could do it and actually successfully get through it and not hate it. But just think about it. You could be like, think about how good The Witcher 3 would hit if you would just played The Witcher 1 and 2 within the last like year or whatever. Like, I bet it's like crazy good. I bet it's one of the best gaming experiences you could have. I don't know.
It would be pretty crazy.
My vote is spend $4 and try. You gotta try.
All right. I've got some thinking to do. Who knows? Maybe in a month or so I'll get on here and be like, I've played The Witcher 1 and 2.
I am the Witcher. Toss a coin to your Witcher.
I turned my camera on, my hair's dyed white. Like,
all right. Are you? What's your vote, Gavin? What's your official recommendation?
Screw it. Play all 3 of them.
Hell yeah. Now you have to. It's on the list. Idiot.
You showed up with 1 game and we gave you
3. Damn. First episode of a backlog expanding right here.
Yeah, this is history. Okay, sweet. Wow. Well, can't wait to check in next week when you've played all 3 of them. That'll be cool. You can give us a nice little recap.
Well, the unfortunate thing, Ryan, is that next week everybody's going to get to enjoy our reactions and our discussion on the Gamescom announcements, because it went hard and we don't want to have another fucking almost 4-hour episode like we did with all the Summer Games Fest stuff. So.
Yeah. Yep. Got to break it up. So yeah, we're going to go through and summarize. I still need to go through the full list because you said there's some Ryan type games in there that you didn't even bat an eye at, didn't look into, so I got to come hard with that heat. Make sure the co-op multiplayer slop genre is represented in our podcast. So
exactly.
You can look out for that next week. In the meantime, you can always reach us, like we always say, at my.buddies.backlog@gmail.com. On the social medias, look out for some SpongeBob Power Wash Simulator content coming hot your way. Some
hot and wet.
Some of our best-selling clips from this episode, or I don't know, some of the best clips from this episode be featured as I'm cleaning Squidward's giant head house, Tiki Head. But yeah, I think that's all for this week. I don't think we have anything else, so appreciate you listening.
Thanks. See y'all.
Later, guys.